Yeah, Bussout, everybody. All these people's involved with the culture.
Oh my God, nigga, you said Bussout?
Yeah.
Oh, nigga, Bussout was the first one, nigga. Bussout is the nigga. First of all, let's shout out to Bussout, son. That's my bro. Like, mad love to that nigga because if it wasn't for him, there would not be a me. There would not be half of these niggas that was dancing back in the day before me. Like, Bussout was before all of us. To me, he was the king of Brooklyn, nigga. For real, for real. That nigga, nah, seriously, bro. Like, hands down, and he know that shit. Bussout was the nigga, and he was the first like bruck up days, like for real, for real. It was Bussout, y'all, and a lot of people don't. I don't think enough people give him credit.
Why would in your
Hey yo, if y'all don't know this man, this is Bussout right here, man. This is one of the dudes I seen back in high school. This is in the 90s. One of the first dudes I seen doing like Bruck Up back then in like 97, 98. He was like hanging with all the chicks and everything because he was a dope dancer. And then we went to the tunnel, and this is where I actually officially saw him battle Bruck Up too, in the tunnel. But he got mad props because not only he knows all the dances from Dancehall, he actually makes up a few of his own at the same time. So this guy's crazy. Much respect to this dude, for real.
Able to blend it, like how a DJ plays music. I don't gotta stop and I don't gotta reset.
Okay.
And that's the true beauty in things. You have some people brucking up and saying that they're flexing. You have some people flexing and saying that they're doing bruck up. The masses are confused, man. the masses, yeah, man. The masses are confused. You know, like, you know, like I remember when people were saying that what I was doing like wasn't dancehall or like whatever the case may be, and I said, okay, fine. I started a dance company called UDC, which stands for Unlimited Dance Company, and basically we composed it of you had like a break, like a b-boy, you had like a house dancer, you had like myself, which was dancehall, and we just took movements from each other, but we did it to the music that we connected to.
Okay.
You know.
All right. So now we're gonna get to the spice, the extra spice. How did you and Bingi become rivals in your eyes, from your perception?
From my perspective, right? Okay, so going back to me teaching at PS.5, right? I was the first person in my community, or perhaps within the 5 boroughs, to actually have an official dancehall class. Dancehall was on the ground at the time. People only did them in parties. You learned how to dance dancehall from the streets. There was never a class for it. So I started teaching the first dancehall class. I started bringing people together. Samantha used to come to my sessions. Antonio used to come to my sessions. Wagner used to come to my sessions. Right? Like, I never heard about Bingi, but when Bingi stepped on the scene, he was a force to be reckoned with. And that's love, right? Like, that's me being like honest and upfront. It's like, put it this way, I didn't rate a lot of people, but I rated him.
Why? What made Bingi to be a force to be reckoned with? Especially in them times. You talk about dancehall is at a high in Brooklyn, fam.
Right.
Like, woo!
I rated Bingi because of the fact of he basically had some of the same beliefs that I had, which was he doesn't follow dance follows him.
I like that.
Right?
Woo,
Right. Which
like
means that while everyone was worried about learning the new dance step, he wasn't worried about that. He was worried he was worried about just doing his own thing. And that's why I respected him. How the beef started? Okay, so once again, I took things from hip hop, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like, I began to see Bingi doing a lot of my trademark movements, a lot of movements that I was the only person doing, right? And I was just like this.
Oh, Biggie biting?
That's how I felt. And at that time, like, at that time, I was in a different mindset. So I was just like this, like, yo, that's not cool. That's not cool, right? Right, and I remember, was this the first battle? I remember a battle was set up at the YMCA. It was in the gym, right? Basically, on that day, right, it's like I started battling Bingi, and then Bingi sends out, I think he sends Wagner after me. then he backs up, then he sends like Antonio after me.
All right, wait right there. What was it about Wagner and Antonio style that you could say you like or dislike?
Yo, first of all, right, when Antonio used to come to my sessions after, right, when Antonio used to come to my sessions, right, it has always been peace and love between Antonio and myself, but his loyalty was always to Suspense.
Okay.
Right, and I would never take him away from that, like Antonio.
So when he used to come to your classes, he was already Suspense.
And basically it's like we would pretty much exchange moves. Antonio was the one who taught me at least 2 variations of the heel and toes that I know.
Okay.
Right. So like it was like love. Like Wagner. Wagner style was, Wagner used to hit those beats in between the music, and his style wasn't big. His style was just like small, but so intricate. It's like if you blink, you're gonna miss something. So you gotta like watch him and keep your eyes open. Right? So yeah, like I definitely rated like out of both of them.
Okay.
Right? So when that battle happened, basically it was supposed to be a certain amount, right. So the battle ended in a tie, whatever. Derek, who was the director of the YMCA at that time, is like he comes over. Let's say the battle was for $100, he gives me 50, he gives Bingi 50. But at the end of the day, Derek came up to me and Derek gave me another 50 because he told me that I won. He told me that I won, but he said, Dameion, not a lot of people are willing to accept a loss, and I just wanted to make sure that things remain safe and calm.
Okay. So
and, and it's like I just humble, in a humble manner, that win was like within myself.
all right. So now I remember, and this is at the time, shout outs to my World Dance family. I remember World Dance threw a party in CPAC.
Yeah.
And I will never forget, and this is my first introduction to you.
Yeah.
I will never forget. I believe it was Bingi party. And you came in there with the crown cape, the crown on your head. You had this, if I believe, the staff, and you had your man with you. And you stood at the corner of the stage. You stood at the corner of the stage and you stuck out like a sore thumb, to the point where, if at this time now, publicly, Bingi's label King of the Dancehall, you had a different stance. And you stood there living that stance. So what was the reason for that? Why did you feel in yourself like, yo, I'm gonna come to this man party and make who I am clear to everybody, and if they feel different, we can dance.
All right. So like with that party, all right. I think yo, there's a video up on YouTube, right? And and Bingi and like Water Boots are like dancing, right?
I think that's probably the Amazora one.
Yeah, right. And it's like it's videos like that pissed me off at the time. No one was doing the butt hop. I'm the one who brought that into the culture because I took that from hip hop. All of the thing with jumping on your hands.
Oh yeah.
Biggie took that from me. The suicide where you fell on your back. I was the first person to bust that in dancehall, and I have witnesses. So when I seen a video like that of you doing like not one but like three of my movements and all of this like you know, because back in the 90s like people would start off, you know, with a stutter step like that.
Yeah.
You know, like coming at you, but all of that, yo, that's my move. I call it the Warlord slide. That was my starter. That was my starter, and it was inspired. It was inspired by Bruck when Bruck came out like. So that was my starter, right? So when I seen all of that in the video, man, that pissed me off. Before that party, what happened was like my big homie my big homie like Fabian, right? Fabian the barber, right? It's like, right, and my other homie Tone. We called up Bingi on the phone, and I basically said this. I said, yo, I understand that you are the dancehall king of the hood. I understand that I'm at a different point in my life. I understand that I'm not in the streets as much as you are. I understand that I'm not in parties as much as you are. So you know what? I'll forever be a king. You know, like it's so you can have that, right? But then I said, but shouldn't you be a king and be original? Shouldn't the people deserve that? Because if you're gonna lead the people, or you're gonna lead the people like with the image of another man, or are you gonna lead the people with the image of yourself? And he pretty much, you know, like he pretty much